And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League over on X, on Twitter, Frontline Prediction League on Instagram with underscores between the words, and Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. BeerMe, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. It's been a little bit of a long week, but powering through it. How about yourself?
Kind of the same. It's all felt like a long week. Like every day feels long right now. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Um, Nothing bad, but it's just like I'm glad there's no show this weekend, even though we're just saying we kind of wish there was. There will be at the end of the
Right.
month. Like it's gonna be solid. So like
Yeah.
whatever. It is almost a little aimless when it's like there's nothing, and like I'm
hmm
trying to work on other stuff and do other things. But it just feels like I should be doing stuff for the league, but there's nothing that needs doing. So it's like, okay, I'm good. I'm in a good position right now. So, yeah, let's dive into SummerSlam, Jeremy. SummerSlam was this past weekend. We can just jump into that real fast. It was this past weekend. It was a big one. We were hyped going in, very, very excited. The actual event itself was pretty cool too. I enjoyed it, but the FPL SummerSlam did have some big matches. That is the majority about what we're going to be talking about here, but we've got stuff for upcoming as well, because like we said, there's more coming in the near future. Bear me, we do not have a new world champion because James Blake
Right.
did retain over Cesar Bianco, and Daisy Noel did not cash in Money in the Bank. So
That's true.
we have that to maintain as well. But it was only by 2 points when it was all said and done, which is one bonus to tie, right? Or a
hmm
3 pointer going the other way, like something like that. So
Yep.
still very close, but it is kind of the last for now, at least for Bianco, unless like absolutely undisputably there's nobody else and he's destroyed everybody. So, you know, um, the moment Blake is not champion, Bianco's going to hunt whoever the title holder is. Like if Daisy cashes in, all bets are off. So,
Oh yeah.
but I love the kind of legacy Blake has. I think CT pointed out this is the first time in the four whatever years we've been doing this that somebody has, I think, six defenses, um, because everybody's gotten the five and that's it for any of our titles. Even Blake himself got interrupted with the Money in the Bank cash in at Mania. So, like, just how it goes sometimes, right? So,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see the world title all in's coming up. We got matches coming up for that. So we'll see what happens there for who's next and what's next for Bianco should be interesting too. The Continental Tag Titles do have new champions. FPL Continental Tag Team Championship, Diamond Syndicate, RGX, and Orstella did defeat the Call of the Mountains, Sheriff Dog, and Mark Harper. We have a new set of tag champs, and it's RGX and Orstella's first gold in the FPL since it started. They've been here since RGX since day one, Orstella damn near. So, or it might have been day one even. I'm trying to remember now, but that's still big. That's still huge. We've been kind of calling that for RGX for a while now to be like, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. It is it, and he got it. So
Yeah, I'm happy for both of them. I'm not. I'm a little sad that the call lost, but I mean, I'm happy for Diamond Syndicate. I mean, it's good story wise that they won
mhm.
because RGX is the commissioner. So
And don't forget the tag titles have, unlike the world title, like six whatever defenses. These tag titles maybe one or two defenses and that's it. So the tag division is. I think I used the term hot potato last time. I don't like that term. It's almost a negative. It just means many people are capable of claiming it, and these are the latest to do it. If they can last more than two defenses, we'll be talking, and that could take them through the end of the year already with this. Like we've got what I said, all in, and then or all out, and then what? No Mercy's a house show. Bound for Glory, the house show. Survivor Series might not have a defense, so it's like World's End, full year. It's interesting
right.
to see what happens, and that's close to Mania season where there's one or two, and like that's it's kind of funny to think like whoever's champions the next few months, that's a defense or two away from a Mania. So it's kind of fun to see that. But Cam Popplestone's on his way towards that. He did retain over X to keep the Canadian title. He is steadily becoming, I think, the best Canadian champion. But what I like about this belt is that happens regularly. Like we get a Canadian champion and they go out there and they dominate and they become the best one we've had, and then whoever beats them does the same damn thing, and that's kind of what happens here with Cam. So whoever takes it off of him has some big shoes to fill. What's your thoughts on that with Cam retaining yet again?
Yeah, hats off to him, man. He's putting in great work, and nobody's been able to seem to beat him. So
I am bummed. I am bummed with the Survivor Series in Vancouver is Survivor Series because it's War Games and Survivor Series matches. Odds are no title defenses. It's like, oh, the Canadian champ in Canada. Like it's rare. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed with that, but we'll see. We'll see. Not that I deserve it. I've lost so much. I'm doing so bad. But others, the Canadian title in Canada is fun. I like that. So yeah. The American title in America has a new champion. Pushino did win and defeated CM Carlito, the champion CJ Hawk, and the Goose via points. It wasn't via capture with Ultimate X, but Pushino has claimed the American championship. Again, you're a former holder of that one. You were kind of pushing for Pushino, no pun intended, as a bit of a dark horse on that one, and there he is. He's got it. What's your thoughts on that one as a former title holder?
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm a little shocked that neither one of the birds came away with the belt.
50% chance.
But yeah, I'm happy for Pushino, and it's his first title, I believe. So
I do keep saying
let's see what he
Pushino.
can do with it.
Pushino makes more sense. Is how you should say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, first title. Again, his first title. RGX and Ocel is their first titles. It's kind of fun to see new champions here. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I guess, new champions, it is gold that was won. The FPL Olympic Challenge in the final. Eli did defeat Mac and Cheese. Technically, Eli gets gold. Mac and Cheese would get silver. Who knows who got bronze? 4 people got bronze. Or I guess whoever the 2 in the team that they beat would be the bronze medalists. But we didn't do that. Eli did win. We were both kind of calling that. We both kind of thought he would. You did pick Mac and Cheese, though, and I should have for Canada. But there we go. But Eli did win. And to think about him calling a shot and wanting these wins and wanting this stuff, to win this match for this tournament at SummerSlam, that's the one that matters. That's the one people talk about. That's the one that's going to be the one. So yeah, and I say that with a character chat that has been nonstop for goddamn 5 days. It's pretty incredible. This character chat's popping off. So yeah. What's your thoughts with Eli getting that win? I'm
happy for him.
This is going to sound silly, and I know people are going to understand it, but it's similar to RGX getting this big win. It just took Eli less. And that's not a knock on RGX. RGX has been like me sometimes, with just the worst luck, losing the matches that was like, oh, if only. He can relate. He and I can relate on that. Huge. It's like, and he got that win. If Eli lost this one, it'd be like, oh man, he lost another one. And until you get that big win. And we've seen a bunch of people turn that corner, like Hunter Williams with the wheel, right? Stuff like that. So I think Eli kind of he got in there before a run of bad luck happened. So I think it's pretty fun to see that. So we'll see what's next for him. It wasn't for a title shot or anything like that. It was bragging rights, but hey, that's a big win on a big stage, main show win. We'll see what happens. So
yeah.
Speaking of big show wins, FBU won in Cleveland. Boo. Cleveland sucks. Boo. FBU, BeerMe Jesus, the GMSG, Bash, and Broken Nerd, that is the Mostly Good Guys, and the Kings of the Ring, beat the Canadians, Team Canada, Scott the Midnight Rider, that's me and Lee, the Outsiders, and Michael Marsh and Supreme Rock, the Strays. Stadium Hockey Fight Hardcore match. You guys were 40 points across the board. I do remember that. I think it was, or something similar to that. Might have been 60. I forget. But Lee did. I got like 20 or so. Lee, we didn't talk picks at all. We never do. But I didn't talk with the Strays either. I think it was Marsh and I did really good. But Supreme Rock, he got like 10 points. I don't know what happened. Just it was just like faltered huge. And Lee had like half, like 20 points. But Marsh and I did good. But when you lose a match like that with those stakes, with the riot and everything going on, stuff has to happen. So I know I got stretchered out. We had Lee get blood. Everybody got bloodied on the Canada side. Marsh got taken out. I got taken out. So we will see what happens there as I have my, I think that's 10 matches in a row without a win. Or no, it's 1 win in 10. I'm like 1, 7, and 2. Because I had 7 losses and 2 no contests and 1 win since Mania. It's rough. it's no 12 or 13 in a row like the JRPL record I had, but it's
Right.
damn near close. That makes me
that.
worried.
Yeah,
And
that
those were
was
losses. There wasn't a winner and no contest in there. Those were just straight up losses. So yeah.
yeah.
So we'll see.
No, it's good to get a win. Haven't well, I didn't win in Canada. I went
Well, you guys lost the
1
titles.
and 2.
You lost
Yeah.
your titles. You and the tag guys. But then like you tried to get revenge and didn't get something. But you did not lose both of your Toronto matches. I think you're the only one that didn't. GMSG like no contest and something like that. And the tag like it was rough in Canada.
Yeah.
Toronto was a bad weekend for you guys.
Yeah, because I tied with Cam and I tied with you.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah,
And
that's one of my no
I
contests.
lost the
yeah.
first one. Yeah. Yeah, just
And I was like, I should have went for this. Nope. But as I always say, as disheartening as this was, and I can tell you guys flat out, the moment I lost the Canadian title match at Money in the Bank, I was so disheartened because I was like, oh man, if I won that, it could have been me and GMSG one-on-one at SummerSlam. Like that was kind of building. But we both lost, so it's like, well, he can't even challenge for it. No, whatever.
right.
And I'm right out. So what do we do? And we realized, well, we're attacking the Canadians. What if we do like a stadium fight? And I'm like, it's a hockey fight. You have a hockey team? No, better. We came up with that during the write-up. So this match was kind of decided then. I was so dejected, and I knew it would pass, and I said as much. But I'm like, congratulations on SummerSlam. Like I have no confidence I'm gonna win at all because it's GMSG. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm not gonna win my hometown match, but you are. Is how it was, and I was right. It sucks. But I will be the first one to also say that makes the story you can work with. Because what now? After all this, up to Mania and all this, now I lost this match. What now? Like, where do I go from here? Do I Wesley it and walk away, but not? Or do I just attack viciously? If I won, it'd be like, hey, I gotta win in a random, like not garbage bad match, but like I want the one-on-one. Winning almost would have been worse for my story.
Right.
So that's why don't take losses to heart. They'll suck and stab your soul. Believe me, I was dejected for half a month, and I still am because we did good, but we still lost. It's like but you can work with it. You can run with it. There's so much you can do with it. So yeah, I'm excited for what comes next, even though I have no idea what that is. We've been trying to figure that out for a week. Like, what's next? I don't know. We're doing booking next week. We got no plan. So all I know is Survivor Series Vancouver. I'm doing something there at least. We'll see. So yeah. But congratulations on the win, FBU, once again. Rebounding. The last time all four of you guys tagged was Rebellion, right? Where we beat you last year.
Yeah.
You haven't had all four teamed together since, have you?
I don't.
Except maybe
I don't
Survivor
think
Series.
so.
Maybe Survivor Series you did, actually.
Maybe.
I think you did at Survivor Series, yeah. Because that was the first time. And that can't be the only. But
yeah, that's the War Games. Yeah.
Yeah. Onward and upward. The reaction slid upwards. I'll say it. The John and C.T. Martin and Luke Gray did defeat Black Dragon Empire, Jason Blades, and Kyer. I did call the reaction for that one. I think you did as well. So you had BDE. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Red defeated JJ Rocky, couple points off there. MBPA beat Detrick and Costner. I am shocked on that one. I did think that it would be Detrick and Costner. I don't bet against them often. 3 points, though, so very, very close. Ray Russell beat Daisy Knoll. And when you look at that, this is where the fun part comes in. 44-35. If Daisy had Money in the Bank, add 10. 44-45. Daisy wins. Like, that's the Money in the Bank gloriousness that can happen there. But imagine if it was even off by one more. Even with Money in the Bank, she would have lost. Like, that's right. That's why it's not a guarantee on a SummerSlam, so don't cash in there, right? So I'm not surprised. Keep an eye out for NXTs. They're small. We'll see. I really doubt there'll be a cash in at All In or any AEW show. They're so big. Too much room for error. So, yeah. Next up, the Roundtable did get their win. Ralantando, Hero, Cap, and Static did defeat Stone Collective 2.0. Billy Grayson, Hayden Fiore, Jackson Myrtle, and Jeffrey Warhol. And there was some fallout from that. Character chat's been going crazy, like I said. Do check that out. We'll talk. We'll scroll through here in a little bit and see some more stuff. Hunter Williams did beat Smooth Rock. Last man standing, Will Colt beat Atlas Kiyama by 10 points. But last man standing has stipulation, so there you go. Halcyon beat Bane the Bissa. Payne beat Woe. Aiden Mack filled in. I think someone was missing from that one. We had a no-show, so it came in and won over Salem Penn, Lucifer, and Go Right. So that's wild. The alternate to come into the newcomer annual Fatal 4-Way match at SummerSlam. We opened the card with one.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. Chair Shot beat Arbiter in the Steel Chair Hardcore match. Eddie Chair Shot would beat the Arbiter. It's a chair match. It kind of had to happen.
Yeah, it's his thing.
Matt and Rab beat Light of the Cult by 1 point, BeerMe. 74 to 73.
Damn.
1 point. Mr. Glee beat Mark Steele. Chappers beat El Cid. 3D Platinum beat Nayara. Jut beat Junction. That's a funny one to say. The Gaffer beat Papa Snooch. And Memories beat Jonathan Monroe and Boonshaw. I almost said Monathan John Rowe. I can read, really. I'm not dyslexic. My brain went, eh? All right, so Jonathan Monroe did make his debut. Aiden Mack and Lucifer got their 5th appearance. Pushing Out Stella got their 25th win. There's a lot of achievements here, as you can see, because we had people winning titles for the first time, people winning specific titles for the first time, making defenses, etc. So please check all that stuff out. A lot of fun there. And obviously, the Kickoff show highlights the whole thing here, written by myself, CT, and Red. Please go check this stuff out. CT does the Kickoff show. There's a lot in there. They got the Fatal 4, Pain and Woe, Bane, Atlas, Hunter, Roundtable. I'm just saying one part of the name, but I'm scrolling through quickly. Please check this stuff out. We have coming soon the 2024 FPL Tag Team Tournament. We never really did come up with a name for that. It's just the TTT, because that's the name. Plus, the Tournament of Killers was last year. We'll have the Tournament of Grapplers this year. So there was a very American-focused one. It'll be a Canadian-focused one this year. More information to come. I'll have that right now after we finish this section. There's the Grapplers Tournament graphic as well. Black Sacrament, that's the BDE team versus Reaction. And, of course, FBU Team Canada, which was very long. Thank you for indulging in that. It's a lot of fun. The Olympic Challenge Finals, the FPL American title, Canadian title, the Tag title, and the World title. So please check all that stuff out. There's the graphics CT made. These are awesome, super fun every time. I hope everybody liked the hype video that was made. That was done on my new computer, which took all of 0 time to do. It was so much faster on this machine. It's great to be able to load stuff up, and it loads. It's so much better. It's fun to have things work properly. And yeah, there it is with CT even edited it so Aiden was in there, so it's Gunter in the graphic now for the SummerSlam 4-Way. So there you go. Now, before we dive into that, there is a mid-year survey. A lot of newcomers are here, so guys, you can have your voices known. It is a survey to let us know, the 4 booking team members. It's myself, CT, GMSG, and Red. Not BeerMe. He's just part of this. For how you think it's going and what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. We do require you to put who you actually are here, like, so we know based on your character name, I believe is what we would use for that. So if you have like some kind of gimmick thing or whatever, we need to know who you are. So CT did put a post recently. If you want to keep it anonymous, you can put a name there and then message him what that is so we know who you are. This is just for the security of things, so we don't get somebody posting multiple times or saying, I'm putting mine in for Aiden Mack. Like this, right? So we need that. We need that. But it is a lot of stuff in here. You have until August 24th, so that's over 2 weeks away, basically all in weekend. This is an annual thing we do, but what companies do you want to predict? WWE, NXT, AEW, and TNA are what we currently do. We used to do ROH. That got voted out last year. Thank God, because as a final battle, it was no longer even something on pay-per-view, so thank you for that. But do you want to add in GCW or NOAH or Bloodsport? I know people talk about Bloodsport. It's funny. It depends on how it goes, obviously, because it is something we're going to be watching. So if it's New Japan, that's going to be like the proper shows. We'll discuss what it would be, like Wrestle Kingdom and Dominion and G1 Climax Final, I think, like the specifics of that. Don't worry about what it would be. We'll handle that part. And if it's, I did notice something before where it's like, what should be the next one? What should be main shows? What should be not? There was discussion like, well, if we vote this out, we need to move this up, move this around, whatever. That's for us to worry about. If we end up having, you decide, okay, we want WWE, AEW. That's our main shows. If you also want NXT and Impact, which, oh, by the way, I know it says TNA. We know it says Impact. It's the same. Don't worry about it. It also here. Impact is TNA. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
If everything gets voted to be main shows and there are no house shows, don't vote like there has to be house shows. If there's no house shows, it's fine. We just have all main shows, and we'll modify how the European title works. Like, don't get it in front of yourself. If you want everything to be a main show, just say that. Don't be like, well, I'm not going to vote for that because we need to have main shows and house shows, so I'll leave Impact out even though I want it. No, tell us what you want. Put in there what you want to see, and then we can go from there. And if it turns out that NXT gets back to being main show or AEW drops to being a house show, okay, we'll work with that. We'll do that. We've done that with NXT, and we've dropped ROH. So don't worry about the logistics behind it. Just tell us what you want to see and what you want to do. I will flat out say, just because something is voted doesn't mean it will happen. This isn't a this will make this happen. It's got to be something really, like, definitive, where, like, I'm not going to even give numbers on it, but it's overwhelmingly, yeah, everybody wants ROH back. I mean, yeah, all right. Okay. Like, it's got to be something where it's pretty definitive. There's no, like, conditions here or there, really. It's just a matter of obviousness. But if it's like 52% want ROH back, that's not going to cut it. It's barely half. That wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So there's that. Who do you follow? This is just what you follow. I'll tell you right now, I clicked every single goddamn thing on this because I do follow everything. I track title histories. I like watching event histories. I like seeing what's what. I'm weird like that. So I follow every goddamn thing on here. I don't watch them all, but I follow it. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, how do you feel about the current show count on average? Is it too many? Not enough? Perfect amount. Same thing for number of titles. Too many? Not enough? Perfect amount. Or don't care. If you're like, it's fine, whatever. Because like AEW added shows, and there's 12 of those damn things a year, right? So, and then NXT kind of added a little bit, so keep that in mind. How do you feel about the number of titles? Like I said, is there enough? Should there be more? We added the European to make house shows have a little bit of extra oomph, and also to add something for more of a mid-tier, because American and Canadian are both kind of upper tier, but specialized, so we added something a little lesser. Is there something other kind of ones you want to see in there? And you can put that down below too. How about number of title defenses? This is something that we've been striving to really work with because people wanted more last year. So we've really tried to push that one because it used to be a little more infrequent, but now we're trying to make it very, very common, so much so that we've got SummerSlam and All In with back-to-back world title defenses. So keep that in mind. What's your favorite part of being in the league? Competition, storytelling, character development. I bet you some character chat guys are going to be clicking that one, and it's something to do. Go for it, whatever you want. What have we been doing well? And what have been struggling with? Same things on both. Booking and matchmaking, giving deserved title shots, solid stories, interesting write-ups, strong communication, and fostering a fun community. Be honest. And don't answer because you want to make us happy, whatever. I tell you right now, I probably will not know who puts what. I'll just know counts and numbers and things. It's largely anonymous for who we get. That's why CT's he's always the kind of point man for specific stuff for that. So, where do you get your FPL news? The Discord? In the trenches with BeerMe and I right here on this show. The social media pages, so being the Instagram or the Twitter or X, or the events page, which is literally this page right here. And if you get them from all of it, go for it. You hear it from others, whatever, sure. If you could change anything else you want to say. So please fill this out. You got till All In weekend just before that one to put stuff in there. Be honest. Like I said, don't pick stuff just because you feel you have to. If you literally just say, I just want to pick WWE, put that. It's not going to mean that we'll drop the rest. But if everybody says that, nobody wants NXT, all right, I guess we're not going to do NXT. Or maybe we do anyway, or whatever. It's a matter of we are doing what we like to do and what we want to do, but we want to put in the right effort in the right places. So, there you go. BeerMe, did you do your survey yet?
Yep.
You did? Okay, good. I did mine.
Sure did.
I did mine right away. I think I put there's trouble with the communication just because sometimes I don't know what's going on. But that's with an us that I commented at. It's it's fine. But all right, let's move on because we have All In. I almost said this weekend. God, no. It's coming up. It's August 25th, and it is coming up with some big matches. We have the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship being defended. It is Diamond Syndicate, RJX and Stella versus Chilltown, Ralantendo and Hiroshi Moses. I did say world title. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's All In. Like I said, there's communication. I thought it was. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Nothing else is booked as of yet. And then there's Bash in Berlin as well with nothing booked. Now, BeerMe, I know you've got matches, you said, right? Because I don't have matches this time. I've got announcements. So
I have 2 matches.
they for
2.
All In?
Yep.
Okay, go for it while I take a drink here.
All right. I have Bane the Bissa taking on Halcyon in a Steel Stairs hardcore match.
Stairs hardcore match. I like Bane for that one. I like that.
I'll go with Halcyon.
Halcyon has been on a bit of a stronger run as of late, so that's not a bad pull. Okay.
All right. And then I got Kai taking on Jonathan C.T. Martin in a First Blood death match.
CT. CT kind of pulls it out in these. But it's AEW, so no, I'm going Kyrie.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
I'm going to go with
yeah.
Kyrie.
No offense, CT, but you know exactly why.
Yeah.
it's AEW. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyrie on that one. That's it. That's all I got.
Yep, that's what I got.
I have no matches. Like I said, I have announcements. So we'll have more matches as we go, obviously. It is only August 8th. The show is August 25th. We've got a couple weeks on that one, which is a bit of breathing room. So let's announce details on the tag team tournament. BeerMe. The tag team tournament will have 8 teams. It is single elimination. Half of round 1 will be at All In. Half of round 1 will be at Bash in Berlin. So we'll get partway through. The finals will be at Bad Blood. That's October in Atlanta. I think it's October. And then the winners get their title match at Wrestle Dream. The champions are not in the tournament. So we've had tournaments before with the champion. They're not in it.
Okay.
So the reason for this is to spread things out, yes, but also half is at All In, AEW, half is at Bash in Berlin, WWE, finals at Bad Blood, WWE, title match at Wrestle Dream, AEW. So it's like, it's all the main shows, but it's also kind of split evenly on it. I think that's just luck from the schedule, but I like how that worked. So that's the tag team tournament. So we'll see what happens there. I know Eli declared in one of his promos that he wants in. There's lots of stuff going on with that one, so we'll see what happens there. Is FBU looking for tag gold? You guys sniffing at that possibly right now, or you kind of eyeing the situation currently?
I think so.
Think so?
I think so.
We'll see what happens then. Okay. Well, now the Tournament of Grapplers. This is the other tournament. This is the Canadian side, the Watson side. The Tournament of Killers last year at the TOC was for the American title contender. This is the TOG. It's Watson rules. So this is similar to like a G1 or an N1 and whatnot. There are 2 blocks of 4 superstars in round robin tournament. A win gets you 2 points, a tie gets you 1, and a loss gets you 0. So BeerMe, if you and I faced, we're in the same block along with CT and GMSG. It's the 4 of us in there. Red's in another block. I just picked this 4. We're in this block. I beat you. I get 2 points. GMSG beats me. He gets 2 points. I tie with CT. We get 1 point each. You tie with CT. You get 1 point each. Because everybody faced each other once. That's round robin. And then whoever advances in that one moves on. So this starts at All In. This also starts at All In. The finals are also at Bad Blood. And the winner also gets their title match at Wrestle Dream. So if Cam wins, because he's in it, if Cam wins as champion, he can pick anybody from the tournament for that title match.
Okay.
So similar to how I think the N1 does that, but I know definitely this is New Japan. This is how the G1 works. If the champion's in it and they win, they get to pick who the title match is against. So that's exactly what that is. So nobody's announced for it yet. But do you think Cam is going to win the tournament? Or do you think he'll have somebody win the tournament and then beat that person? That's kind of what I'm thinking, personally. He won't win the tournament. I mean, he probably will win the tournament. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But he'll beat whoever wins. Like that's the other part of it. Because whoever if somebody beats him through the tournament, if they're from the same block, he'll face them again when the title's on the line. And yeah.
I think he's gonna.
It's a fun
Yeah,
one,
I
right?
think he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win the tournament.
We say this knowing nobody else who's in it, but Cam is just on that kind of
Nobody
roll
else.
right now.
Yeah.
If Cam wins that, he's definitely my greatest Canadian champion
Oh yeah.
because he, first of this to have that. So yeah. But that is it, guys. That's it. We're going to drop it there. Nice and quick, in and out with some SummerSlam results. Next week, we'll have obviously more matches to announce and probably participants for these tournaments. So stay tuned for that one. We might even do a Q&A, BeerMe, because we got time. Like, if people have questions they want to ask, they can throw it to the Twitter or throw it at us in the Discord or the comments here. Like, we could always answer stuff, too, because there's the survey also, so there's no harm on that one. And we have time before All In. We haven't had time for months. To be fair, last time we had a Q&A, we got really no questions because things were kind of good and clear. But if we got a lot of new people here, so please, guys, reach out, ask some stuff. Don't be upset when we don't reply yet because we'll save it for that. But there you go. But yeah, we'll leave it at that, guys. This is, again, Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League over on X, on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words on Instagram. And, of course, here on YouTube with that same name, Frontline Prediction League. Like, favorite, subscribe. All you newcomers, please do as well. We appreciate you being here. It is a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying it. Please do the survey. Please keep an eye on stuff everywhere. Please vote for In the Trenches. Whatever stuff has to happen is good to go. And we'll leave it at that. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.